Hi everyone, it's Mary Chris again. Welcome to part 2 of this educational series for our resellers. So today I'm sharing essential information about the right as a resellers, how to dispute issues, and what to do when the platform fails to protect you. Again, this applies to anyone selling across border platforms like SHEIN Marketplace, Amazon, Timo, TikTok Shop, and US-based e-commerce system. Again, declaration, this is not about attacking any company. This is about sellers' protections, transparency, responsibility business practice, because when you operate across borders, you need to understand the rules that protects you. So, calling all resellers out there, if you're new in sales, e-commerce, drop shipping, this video are made for you, and hopefully that you guys can learn from this educational series that I am sharing. Today is already January 14 and I haven't received any update from SHEINgroup about my case and resolution. So we're gonna continue educating more resellers in terms of your rights. So every rights, whether you're in Canada, US, or any cross-borders marketplace, you have the fundamental rights. And what are these rights? First of all, a clear written contracts where you know your obligations, especially when it taxes and policies. Being transparent to a tax policies as well, verified support channels, fraud prevention guidelines, safe, accurate boarding, timely responses, access to dispute resolutions, and fair treatment when incident occurs. These standard business practices, not optional features, but when a platform fails to provide this, the seller is not fault. It is the process. The processes. So, as a reseller, you have the right to dispute and escalate if something goes wrong. You have the right to file a dispute, request internal investigation, ask for documentation, request higher level review, escalate the legal or regulatory bodies if necessary. A platform cannot penalize you, or they cannot punish you just because you are reporting a scam, requesting clarity, asking documentation, protecting business. Advocating for yourself is not being difficult. This is responsible business practice. Because who will protect you other than yourself? Just you. A platform cannot use this as someone being difficult. Again, we are helping the platform to improve accuracy, transparency, and improve the system. All this report are as a feedback to improve the system. They cannot punish you to help them improve the system, and seeing the discrepancy is very important when you're running a global market, e-commerce market. So SHEINgroup see this as an opportunity to grow and improve your system, and hopefully you will come out with a fair solutions to your resellers who has been victim of fraud just because of this process failure. Just to highlights for many platforms out there watching these videos, again, platform is liable when their process fails. That's very straightforward, guys. When I reported what happened to me, that would have been considered as a process fails already. However, here I am educating platforms and educating resellers about your rights and what is your liability. So again, I have never given a contract. Support channels verified, sellers not warned about the impersonators, responses at the delay or unreasonable period, onboarded exposes sellers to fraud, internal system create confusion or vulnerability. This platform become responsible when all of these factors are included. This is not about seller's error. This is about platform process failure that I had been highlighted since from the beginning. And when the platform process contributes to enable the scam, they have responsibility to investigate it, acknowledge discrepancy, support the sellers, provide documentations, offer a fair solutions. If the platform benefits from seller, they also must protect you. We must be protected by the platform, especially when you're creating a high scalable store and account through them. So we have the right to be protected by the platforms. As I always highlighted, this is very important for many resellers to understand your rights, and especially when you are actually reporting dispute and finding discrepancies when you've been onboarded into a platform like SHEINgroup. we have an obligations as a Canadian sellers as well, or whoever resellers internationally has been part of e-commerce, especially in US link market. You have the right to report your income, document losses, show attempt to resolve dispute, which is I'm doing, maintain accurate records, which is I had been documenting everything. Every financial that took from your bank, crypto, whatsoever has to be traceable, because that's your protections as well, that you did not use this money on your own personal use, but you use this for the business. So even if the platform does not provide any proper documentation, CRA still expect you to act responsible, and I am acting responsible as a business owner here in Canada to continue resolve this issue, seek for resolutions for the platforms. You know, one of the biggest things about it is, as a business owner, you have to keep screenshots, saving emails, documenting timelines, showing that you attempt to resolve the issue. You make sure that transparency protect you legally and financially. So how to protect yourself as a resellers? How to protect yourself as resellers is very important, guys, especially when you're entering an e-commerce business, especially internationally. Always make sure that you register your business, even if the platform doesn't require it. Always demand for a contract. Without one, you have no legal protections. Verify, verify support and set a platform. Never rely on WhatsApp or external apps. Unfortunately, I had been used the WhatsApp as one of the verified communication channels on my onboarding. And most of all, document everything. Screenshot, emails, timelines, very important, guys, because this is your protection. You know, you can pause something feels off, because the legitimate platform do not ask for more deposit. Always remember them. Also keep communications professional, because as a business owner, no matter what happened, no matter what situation we become, you have to stay calm, professional, and cooperative into your partner platforms. So because this can prevent $1,000 in losses in a month of a stress, you know, this all of this factor can help you protect yourself and your business. So how to avoid scam on the cross-border platforms? Again, this could be very critical and tricky to understand who is the real and who is the not when you are not properly onboarding into a platform. So again, it is liability. How to escalate safely when the platform fails to protect you? Honestly, if a platform fails to protect you, if a platform ignores your evidence or fails to respond, you can escalate it through, depends on you. Either internal escalations, which is I did, merchant support, I already contacted dispute team, legal department, and compliance department as well. So currently, I am waiting for SHEINgroup to solve the case in internal before I escalate this externally. Again, you have the right to escalate this externally. You can report this into a consumer protection agency, business regulatory bodies, cross-border commerce authorities, tax authorities like CRA in Canada, legal counsel if necessary. Escalation is not hostility, guys. It's protecting your business and fulfilling your obligations. Keep in mind, don't be afraid to escalate something that you think is wrong when you are doing your operations and when you're partnering with your business partner. It doesn't matter how small they're big they are. If you found out that there is the discrepancies and they are liable to it, don't be scared to protect your business because you're just fulfilling your obligations. Okay, reporting to a consumer related agency when a platform fails to provide a contract. Very important, guys. You can report consumer related agency if the platforms did not provide a contract, did not protect you from impersonations, respond to a dispute, release your fund, acknowledge onboarding failures. You have the right to report the incident. In Canada, we can report this in a provincial consumer protections office, competitions compet competition the competition bureau, Canadian Anti-Fraud Center or CRA. In the US, you can also report this in Federal Trade Commission, State Commissioner Protections Agency, Better Business Bureau. Reporting creates public record, protect other sellers' pressures from the platform respond, strengthening your legal standing. This is accountability, not a complex. So for a final message for you guys is that you guys deserve protections. You guys deserve transparency, and you guys deserve fair treatments. The platform benefits from sellers as they're responsible to protect them as well. So again, I am not attacking anyone. This is about educating many resellers about what their rights and what is the importance of